Hi everyone, it's Eddie here, Eddie Makes Art. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to make a butterfly journal. But first, we're gonna make the cover. And for that, I'm using two gel prints. And these are two funky gel prints that I've used. Now this one has butterflies on it. This one does not. That's okay. This is gonna go on the back. This will be the front cover. And these are printed on rice paper. And what I did before I started was I put a layer of a gloss gel medium over the top of both. So that way they're nice and sealed in, because what I want to do then is use a Mod Podge to set them onto the cover, to attach them to the cover and then seal them over. Now, once that's set, once that's dry, we can come in and then add this awesome fabric I have to the inside. And it works well with the colors on the prints, but it also works really well with what is gonna go inside. I've already put together a signature. It's gonna be a single signature journal. Say that 10 times fast. And so I've pulled pages for that, and I'm not going to sew it in. I'm going to attach it this time with some of this stretchy stuff. I've never used it, and I've never used it in a junk journal. So to hold it in the signature, but I wanted to finally make a journal where I could pull out pages, put in more pages. So that's what we're gonna do. That is the plan. So this fabric is really nice. It's just a cotton fabric, you see here, and it's plenty big for what we need. And this is what I'm using as the cover. This is just a Amazon mailer, and it is 12, almost 12. Let's see. I guess if we flatten it out, it's 12 by 9, which is great size. Now, all I did was just make sure this flap was sealed. I took off most of the label, and that's it. And then I made some markings, so I know this is the front cover and it's the top. All right, this is the back cover, that's the top. And then on the inside, I wrote IF, which is the inside front cover, and IB is the inside back cover. And that way, for me at least, I keep track of you know, the correct position of the cover. So this has like a not like a bumpy inside, but like a soft bumpy, you know, to protect it. Instead of bubble wrap, they used a paper, right? So I like that. I've done it before with these, so I'm experienced with that. And it's a free mailer you get with your order, so you know, save these guys. So let's get started. First, I'm going to, let's get this out of the way. Let's do the back cover first. So I'm gonna set that aside. And when I say, so this is my back cover, right? So what I wanna do is get this, including a little bit on the seam, maybe about an inch over, half inch maybe. And then the rest will get folded into the inside, including the white part, because it's really just gonna add to the strength of the book. So it would be basically this. So your edges are gonna be the print on all three sides here, but your paper will be glued there, and then on top of that we'll have our fabric. I hope everyone is doing well today. So we're working on the back cover. I'm saying that to myself because I always forget when I start talking to you guys. All right, that was tough to open. So I'm just using the Mod Podge in matte, and it's a water-based glue sealer and a finish, and just a little silicone scraper thing. It's a makeup applicator. I got them for four. I got them for like $5 on Amazon, and they're great. They're good too if you're using the gel medium, if you're using the silicone-based glue like what's it called? Here it is, Fabrifix. It's good because those are strong glues and they can ruin your brushes. Trust me, I know. So that this helps a lot. I saw this on a PM Artist Studio live stream. It was something they received. They were in Baltimore recently, and Darcy pointed out that it's a makeup tool. So just went on the Amazon and found me some, and I am so happy I did. These are great. So I'm gonna just kind of gauge where I'm going here. I'm gonna go about this way. This much. I want to make sure I leave enough here to fold under. And that's what I like about the Mod Podge is I can reposition a little bit without necessarily ruining what I'm doing. But just be careful, like with anything. Just gonna smooth it out. I'm not worried if it's even edgewise because that's all gonna be hidden, obviously, with the fabric. So, and just gently smooth it down. Get it on there. I apologize for any background noise. My neighbor's having his roof redone, and it's not hot enough to have the AC on, and I don't want to keep the windows closed, so I'm gonna have to deal with that noise, unfortunately, but I think we can manage. So now, if I'm rubbing on this, this has got a great texture because you're getting the bumpies from the filling on the inside or the lining, right? So it's very, very cool. You see how easily it folds. And the reason I put on that gel medium on top is because I'm gonna go over this entire thing once I get the front cover on and to seal it all in. It's already been sealed once, but I put on the Mod Podge underneath. It's a water-based glue, just to make sure everything's kosher and just to make sure that when the person handles the journal, it's not going to fall apart or anything like that. It's be nice and strong. All right, so let's do this one. Now the reason I'm making this journal, it's a butterfly journal, because it's a gel print butterfly journal, basically. I have a lot of beautiful gel prints I've made with butterflies, and so I wanted to showcase them, my favorites, in a little book. And instead of just making an art journal, it's going to be a junk journal. It's going to have space to write. It's got, we'll make some pockets and tucks and all kinds of cool stuff to go inside. This is a good opportunity. You see what I did there is make sure every bit is glued of this side before you go on to the next, before we lay down the rest of the cover. And I don't know if I said at the beginning, but this video we're just doing the cover. And then the next video will be putting in the signature and then start decorating it. Like I said, I've got the signature all put together. And in the next video, I'll flip through that with you so you can see, what I chose, how I laid it out, and the different types of papers that I used. So let me just go around and make sure all these edges are sealed. Now, to seal the top, I'm not going to use this. I'm going to use a brush, simply because I want to make sure that it's as even as possible, because this is bumpy, and I don't think this silicone tool is going to help us with that. So I'm just going to go around the edges here. And actually, before I do that, I have to put or should we do that? You know what? No, I'm going to first coat this, and then we will let it dry. Remember in grade school, we used to use paste, and a lot of you know what I'm talking about. Get that little jar, that you unscrew the top, and there's a little, a tool attached to the top, like a stick, right? And you use that to, stir your glue, and then use it to apply it to. And it always had this very distinct smell. I can't describe it, but I liked it. I wasn't a glue huffer or nothing like that, but I like the smell of art supplies. I've always have. And that's one that I always think about when I'm gluing something down is the grade school paste. Do they still make that stuff? I don't know. Maybe they've moved on to just like white glue, or I don't know. Are kids allowed to even use glue anymore? Our cover is nice and dry. It's got a really nice smooth finish, and you can still feel the bumpies. But let me hold it up so you can see. Very, very nice. And I gotta figure something out for here. I haven't decided what I want to put down there. But what I want to do is I just want to fold it up and see where we are here. See, that could have come over a little bit, but I'm not worried because I can find something that'll cover this here. So what I may do is, I have some lace and other trim. I'll see what'll work best with that. But for right now, I want to go to the inside, and we're gonna basically just fold this up and glue it on the inside, and then add the fabric on top. Now I just gotta let that dry a little bit, and I'm going to get the fabric and let's cut that. Okay. And do I want the pattern to go this way or up and down? I think I want it to go up and down. Okay. Here's my ruler. Here it is. So I'm actually going to work on the back side here. It's easier for me to see when I make a mark or whatever, because that is a darker fabric. Oops. so it's nice and flat. Put this here, and we want just under 12, so about 1/8 short. And then the height, it's just under 9. Same thing, about 1/8 less than 9. I'm gonna rip this, so should I cut it? I'm gonna cut it, so let me just do this. Match the lines here. I'm holding the ruler upside down, that's why I can't figure out what I'm doing. Yeah, so let's do. I've got my trusty fabric scissors here. They look old, but they're very sharp. Like me. Okay, fabric is cut. Very nice, right? And for this, I will use the Fabrifix glue to hold her down. Okay, so this is our front. That's what our book will look like, the front. Let's get this lined up here. For some reason, some of the white shows. Don't worry, you can cover that up. I want to trim it just a little bit on the edge here. That's better. A little bit more fraying on this side, so I'm going to come in with a pin. I'm just going to get my board up here because I don't want to scratch my silicone mat. Here, I'm going to use this that way. And use the back. You can you can tease out a couple of rows of threads, and that way you can achieve your little a little fringed edge without, you know, it being completely unraveled. And I'm not looking to do a super frayed edge. I just want, you know, a little something that's going to match up with that side there. I think that will do it. A little bit more right in here. Right in there. Okay. So you see, this is here. It's the edge I just did. This is the edge over here, but that's what I wanted to achieve, so that way we have a little bit of same thing on each side. I don't know, something about balance, right? Okay, so what I'm using here to adhere the fabric to the inside cover is Fabrifix. It's from Beacon. It's a permanent fabric adhesive. Fast grab, quick dry, washable, acid-free, all that fun stuff. It has a smell to it, so just be aware if you're gonna use this. It has a bit of a smell, but it's not too strong, at least not to me. You know, everybody's smell is different, but, or sniffer, I should say. So I'm gonna start with just half. I'm not gonna go crazy. So we'll start with half. And lay down some glue, and then I'll use my little makeup tool there, the little silicone spatula, to smooth out. And you don't need a lot of this stuff. It's just make sure you spread it out a little bit so that it doesn't come, you know, through the fabric. Like as I'm going over it with my hand, I do not feel any glue, any moisture, so that's a winner. So I have this scrap of fabric here, and I think that'll go really well because this is kind of grungy-ish looking, and I think this will work really well. But I don't know if I want this or this. I think maybe I'll just do this here. And let's see, how much do we want? Let's say about 1 inch, okay? Now, here's the thing with the spine though. I got to get that string on first, the elastic string. So before I glue anything down, that's what I'm going to do. But I want to have this ready. And this one, rip. When you're using cotton fabric, it'll rip very, very nicely like that for you. So keep that in mind when you're looking at fabrics. Like when you go thrift store shopping and you find yourself some nice fabric, best to go with the cotton, especially if you're gonna tear it up, or if you're gonna dye it. Okay, so I'm really loving that. Really, really loving that. All right, so here's our string. Again, this is a elastic string, strong and stretchy. It's made for jewelry, but I don't see why I cannot use it for this purpose. So I basically want to tie this so it's tight enough for it to hold, but not so tight where I'm going to, bend the book or anything like that. So now that we have our elastic in, I'm going ahead and glue it down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shift that knot to the spine, to the outside spine, so that I can cover it with the fabric and glue, and there's less chance of it coming undone. So I'll just line it up on the spine there. We have our fabric strip, and we need our glue. Adhesive would be good. I should trim this up a little more since our fabric's not that wide. Give it a nice bend, crease it a little bit. Very cool, so that's all done. The only other thing I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna attach some corners. Got all my little metal things here, got some corners. I like adding these because they just give it a little more structure, especially on, you know, you don't want your corners getting all bunged up. And for this, I usually use some of the glitter glue to make sure it adheres well. And I need something to squeezy with. Where's my tools? Here they are. And then I just use these to squeeze them on and make sure they stay on. All right, so you take the glitter glue, you put a little bit in here. Slide your corner on, and then we just press. Be gentle. See, that looks so much better. It gives it a more finished appearance. Take this guy here. And these are you can get these relatively inexpensively. Like that whole container was just these when I got it. They are I found them on Amazon. They're very inexpensive, and like you see, you get a lot. And just keep in mind, you're gonna need 4 if you use them. Obviously, for a book, you need 4 per book. So keep that in mind when you're buying as to the quantity you want. And when I got them, I just got this vintage brass color. Pretty much goes with everything I do. But I believe they do make them in a couple of different colors. So, you know, check that out and find something maybe that goes more with your style, if that's what you want. And there we go. Okay, so book cover is done. Easy peasy. That's the back eddy. All right, so I think we're gonna leave it there for today. And like I said, on the next video, I will go through the signature that I put together, and then we can start decorating. Thank you so much for watching. And look out for the next video coming out soon. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't, and leave me a comment down below. Thank you so much.